What's up, guys? We're back here again with Psychic Insights with Ivy Cola. So, we're gonna do today the Morgan Freeman allegations with him and his granddaughter, Adina Hines. And I already pulled the cards, and it's a very interesting spread because, like, there's money involved in tightness, there are secrets, there is a lot of manipulation, I feel. I really would not like to believe that this Gemini committed these things, that did these things. I don't know, they've been surfacing around since 2009. I think this been going on since they've been saying that Morgan Freeman was having a sexual affair or was going to get married to his granddaughter. They weren't tied by blood, but she was like in the family through her mother. He adopted her mother or something like that. But she was murdered a while back by her boyfriend, stabbed a whole bunch of times, but what I'm seeing right here coming into the reading is, there's a lot of money at stake that Morgan can stand to lose with all these allegations, with all these things, everything that he's built. He really can stand to lose these things right now. But I feel like, there are things that is hidden about this situation. And I feel like that's the challenge about all of this. Like, it's hard to keep the things hidden. And, like, he really is having a hard time being able to move past this since these allegations. And all these things with all these other people, because they were talking about him harassing or sexually harassing or being sexually involved with, like, 8 other women. Like, sort of like the Bill Cosby case. But, like, this is more focused on, I feel, recent things with the Adina Hines situation. I do see a few women. I don't think that Morgan did all that stuff to them other women. I just think it's some bullshit that's going on, some shit. But the thing about the Adina, she was a Pisces with fire in her chart. And so he is heavily, heavily thinking about her. And, like, I believe these allegations could be true about this situation with her, even though, they've publicly, said that these things was false. I feel like there could be some truth to this situation because this is what he's heavily thinking about. I feel like, he's having a hard time moving forward in his life because of this stuff that is trying to be illuminated. But I feel like really nothing is really just coming out concrete right now. So, like, he is trying to reestablish his name, reestablish his career. Things is falling apart because y'all know he played in a lot of, like, high profile movies, a lot of, like, high authoritative movies like God in certain movies, and so this kind of looks bad on him. I feel like in the past, like, there was some issues with an earth sign female or just a very nurturing energy where, like, I don't know the sign of his wife or the woman that he was with, but, like, I think there was a little bit of giving up on a situation when it came down to this. It's an earth sign female. And, like, he kind of gave up hope on this person. He kind of, like, shied away from this person. But right now, I see him, and he is thinking about this Pisces, Adina. He's thinking about her very, very heavily. And I feel like this story with these two get very, very deep. And it's deeper. And you got to really look at, he's thinking about how deep the rabbit hole goes. And the fact that there was, like, I don't know if he's been thinking about her murder lately. How someone, killed her. And he just has her on his mind. So I really think that the allegations with Adina may be sort of true. But these things with these other women, I feel like these are people trying to manipulate. Because he has a lot of money. And it's just like, I feel like people are trying to manipulate the situation to get money from him. I don't think these other 8 ladies are having any type of truth right now. It's just something in the water, like, that's going on. And in the future, I see him, like, really trying to stand up for himself, because I feel like, in a sense, like the emotional part of his family situation is breaking up. It's just falling apart. Like, I can just tell you this. He is in fear of his career right now because he may not be able to move forward. I feel like, he may have been up to be in something lately and he's not really getting the work that he wants. And everybody else is just looking at the situation like, you can rebuild. You can plant your seeds over. You can do it over. But I feel like it's a situation like where they're kind of keeping their space away from him. They're really not. Like, they're starting to re-look at him in a different way. This is how people are looking at him. But I fear that this is just manipulation that's going on. And I feel like he knows that it's something for whatever the case may be that he did do. But I do feel like these allegations with Adina Hines could be true. Because he's heavily thinking about these things. And he's thinking about her death. And how everything is being brought up again. All these things are being brought up again. But, like, he stands for some secrets to come out that they're going to ruin him. Like, it's hard to believe that a Gemini would do some things like this. And when I first heard it, like, before I even knew that Morgan was a Gemini, I was like, he did it. He did some of these things that people are saying. But I don't really think that he did all these things that all these women are saying he did. I really don't think he did any of this stuff. Like, I just see where he stands to lose a lot of money. The challenge is that he is trying to keep some things hidden. He is trying to keep some things from being illuminated about this situation. And I feel like because he's trying to do that, that's what's making it hard for him to move forward. I feel like there are more people involved in this situation than is being put to the table, to the forefront. There's heavy Leo energy here. And I feel like, if Morgan goes down, this other person that's trying to hide themselves from the situation is going to go down too. Like, there's heavy Scorpio energy here. Heavy Leo energy here. I do feel like he has been manipulative. I'm not gonna lie. There's heavy Gemini energy in this spread too. But I really don't think that, I'm not gonna say I don't, because the more I look at this spread, like, it's like he's manipulating the situation so that people can stop gossiping about him. People can stop talking about this situation. But I feel like there are some deep secrets that are being kept in this situation when it comes down to the family dynamic that he had. And Adina Hines is like the one that I think that might be true. Like, that might be the situation that may be true. I do feel like there's a lot of changes with his thoughts surrounding this situation. This is a heavy spread. Like, I just don't even want to go into the logistics of the things that are popping out at me, because it ain't my business. It really ain't. But I do feel like that stuff with her may be true, but all this other stuff with these other women, that is total bullshit. They're trying to get money. They're trying to manipulate the situation. I feel like by Scorpio season this year, I feel like Pisces season brought a lot of this stuff out. There may be more that comes out during Cancer season, but definitely by Scorpio season, I feel like there's going to be some big shit that's going to come out. There are more secrets that we don't know about this man. And I feel like people are trying to cover it up. He's trying to cover it up. But because he's trying to cover it up, I feel like Spirit will not let him move forward in the situation. It's like he's trying to reclaim his name. He's trying to get his good name back. But I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. I really don't. I feel like things are going to be continued to be like manipulated and hidden into Cancer season, and then we're going to really start seeing a lot of this stuff just like unfold right before our eyes. We are. Because it's like right now, he's like not even really, this man is 80 years old. He's old. And I don't even think like he's worried about the future. Because the way he's looking at the situation is, he's not going to get any more work. His future is basically, the career is over. Everybody else is like standoffish towards him. They're starting to look at him, just look at him differently. And I can tell you, Geminis, I feel like there is someone, an earth sign, I don't know if it's a female figure. I think it's someone that was nurturing Adina Hines, that he's trying to keep money. He owes this person money. And, like, I don't know if he took over the estate, if he kept the money to himself or whatever. But I see there is money that needs to be paid out by this Gemini to an earth sign female. Really, really a lot of money. And, like, yeah, there's an estate that needs to be paid out to this person. And, like, the person has kind of given up on the situation because it's done went so long that this situation has been going on and nothing has really happened. There's definitely secrets. I don't know if they're going to settle and do things behind the scenes. But I feel like by Scorpio season, going into Cancer season, stuff is already going to be unraveling. I feel like there is money that is going to be paid out. But I don't know, like, whatever this is going on with all of this. And that's why I think all of these secrets are coming out. Because somebody owes, like, he owes somebody money. And they starting to talk. And they starting to bring up things. But I feel like there's a lot of manipulation also. Where, things are being said and things are coming to the forefront because someone owes someone money. And they've got away with it for so long. From having to, pay out. Do whatever it is that they need to do when it comes down to this Pisces female. Like, there is situations that need to be rectified. And he's got away with it for so long that I just think, karma. It's karma. Karma is coming now to have him repay the things that he needs to repay. Like, he is damn near his grave. He's 80 years old. So it's like, I can't believe he's that old, though. He's very manipulative. I do see that. And I'm fearing that he's afraid that either he's hoping that this manipulation will stop so that, people can stop talking about him, or he fears that the people are not going to accept him anymore because of the manipulation, that he's really been, someone that he's not all these years. But I feel like there is an organization that is keeping things secret and keeping things locked away, and have been keeping things locked away for a very, very long time. But that's coming to an end this month. I feel like there's money that needs to be paid out. This is going to be paid out. This all has to do with money. And people bring along scandals and stuff like this all the time because of money. And all I see him is trying to, it's like someone is trying to block him from having a new beginning. I don't know if he was going up for a new role, what it is that he was trying to do, but it was someone that was really trying to, and this could be Miss Adina Hines in death, like haunting him. Because it's some deeper, it's darker things that is going on in the situation. And, like, you gotta look at the facts that you already have and, like, take it even deeper down the rabbit hole. And he knows this. He knows it's a lot more to the situation than what the media is talking about, what people are talking about. And that's all he's thinking about, like, the situation around this Pisces woman. Those allegations for sure may be true. But all these other allegations about these other women, I don't think they're true. But it really is making him look bad. And, in a bad light. Really, it is. It is really much so. shit is crazy. It really is. It's crazy. He's gonna lose a lot of money. He's gonna lose, like, notoriety. He is going to lose positions because of this situation, and he's trying to hope that that doesn't happen. But I just feel like he has been manipulative. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, you know, he's a Gemini. You know, I like to try to defend all Geminis, but you can't defend this man in any type of way. Like, you really can't. He made some bad choices, and which men do. They do that all the time. But there's definitely something going on with his family, and where people are gonna be like, you know, fighting, standing up for things, having their guard up when it comes down to him in the future. And I see him waiting for his ships to come in and trying to revive certain things, but I don't know if he's going to be able to, because, like, something hidden is stopping him. And I just would hate to say that this young woman, I think she was like 33 years old when she passed away. I don't know if she is like haunting him in his death, and she's just like on his mind, and it's stopping him from being able to really go forward the way he wants to, because he cannot stop thinking about whatever the things and the circumstances were wrapped around her. But yeah, this is like, oh wow. And you know, this could be murder card. And you know, the murder was unfortunate because, like, the boyfriend that supposedly murdered her, like, he was imbalanced. They say he was on drugs, PCP to be exact, when he killed her. And like, things didn't really go in his favor. But I feel like even on a monetary practical sense, he's like regaining his strength, his mind back. And you know what? It looks like he may have done this because he felt like that woman really didn't love him because she was juggling. And maybe he felt like she was juggling between him and Morgan. But I remember reading when it first started that she had told him that they had sexual relations and had sexual relations for years. And maybe he just really lost his mind because maybe she wasn't showing him the type of love that he wanted whenever that case was going on. And he killed her. He was very imbalanced at the time. Like, he was not in his right mind. I think they're trying to fight the case, saying that he isn't mentally competent, or he wasn't mentally competent at the time. Insanity, that's what they're claiming. But he definitely did it, I think, because she may have dumped him. And he was trying to get over it, but he knew that she didn't love him because she was juggling. But he definitely murdered her. And it's some sinister things going on with this situation. It's more down the rabbit hole than we can actually see. And I'm not getting into that. Like, that ain't even my business. But these allegations with these other women, I don't think so. I don't think. Because it's only like the main people. It's like a group of people over here, but they're in reverse. So I just feel like they're manipulating the situation. I feel like it's all because of money. You know, these men, Bill Cosby, Morgan Freeman, they have certain power that they can, you know, exert to the people now. And someone's trying to block that. I don't know what it is that he may be trying to do or was trying to do, but someone's trying to block that. Just like they did with Bill Cosby, you know, he was trying to get CNN, or he was trying to get one of them TV places, and CBS, whatever it was, and they did what they did because they didn't want him getting that. But I don't know, I haven't really been looking up on that situation. It's bullshit though. It's just a scandal, exactly what it is. Someone's trying to block him from doing something that maybe he may be trying to do for the better good of the people. But he has a lot of secrets. He does. And this is what these people do. They put your secrets out there. They expose you to get you to shut up. And I feel like that's what's going on. But he is really focusing and thinking about this Adina Hines thing because it's resurfacing and her murder and all of that stuff. So, yeah. I don't think he did any of these things to these other women, though. I think it's full bullshit. And y'all should think it's full bullshit, too. But the Adina Hines, I feel like there may have been some truth to that. You know, and that could have been why the boyfriend killed her, because he's like, oh, you don't love me, you love him. So neither one of us is going to have her. Yeah, but there's things around money that is going on. So there's going to be some money paid out. But I feel like as we go down the rabbit hole, there are going to be more things revealed that we have no clue about. Just wait, watch. I said it first. Talk to you guys later. Next up is Neff from Catfish and all of his harassment allegations towards this woman. We're going to look into that situation. Talk to you guys later.